Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys. Let us load the game. Let's see, we were at, not there, there. We're going to choose differently this time. As releasing her, Dr. Garrow, has some unwanted after effects in that she runs away and the entire prison goes into lockdown and everyone's my enemy all of a sudden. Which is not optimal. She runs away and locks the door behind her, in point of fact.
I'm sure the cell controls are somewhere nearby. Off you go.
You are here because you failed your community.
I'm sure the cell controls are
Yeah.
somewhere nearby. Off you go.
Now, I don't believe this was openable, and yet she opened it and got through it. It's locked. She got through it and locked it behind her, so, she can stay there for now, as I don't want to shoot my way out of the goddamn prison. Oh, what did I miss? I mean, I can squeeze through there, but that... I must have come in at the bottom level. We'll try that again. There we are. Oh! Another you! Well, Kimmo, 2 of you is better than 200 of anybody else. How was that? Pretty good sucking up, huh? Yeah, I've got a lot of practice at it. Not only that, I've had other people have multiple of themselves in the channel at the exact same time talking to one another just to mess with my head. Which is understandable, as that is a perfectly reasonable pastime for a person to decide to use. I know. The sucking up comes natural to me. I don't know why. I guess I'm good at it when I make it really, really clear that I'm kind of poking fun. I have an issue with a lot of times with general complimenting people. Oh, continue it? I can do that. The obvious sucking up comes pretty easily, though. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is a thing. It's an electric door. Is that ammo? My shotgun ammo is full, and I'm not even carrying a shotgun. And how are Kimmo things today? Ooh. Well, where can I go? Let's crawl. Let's crawl through. Where does it take me? I don't know. I'm going to check through that in a sec. After we open the Ministry of Defense, we've got some painkillers. A heavy survival knife. Oh, that's kind of like a machete. Average attack speed causes bleed. You're pretty sad. Your myopia got worse, and now you have minus 7.00 lenses. Yeah, I don't know about what the prescription is on mine. I do know the last time I had them measured, and I need to get new glasses pretty badly. They were both over 2,500, which means that at a distance of 20, I can almost make out an aircraft carrier. Yeah, legally blind without the glasses. So I don't know what the actual script was for it, but I know legally blind without the glasses was part and parcel.
Keep your nose clean.
Ooh, a security key card. Thank you for minding it for me. It's barred from the other side. Well, we can't have that. How am I supposed to get into more trouble if you're barring doors from me? You can probably hear a little kid yelling out in the courtyard. Hi. What, coming crawling through the thing like that? I have no idea why you would have any issue with me from that account at all. Really. None. Let's see, I've opened the... No, this is where we came in. Also change your frames. Hopefully you'll look good. As you were trying them, you couldn't see shit. Yeah, let's see. You could have put on your glasses to see what the new glasses look like, but that doesn't work. You just look like a goofball with two sets of glasses on. Not that there's anything wrong with being a goofball. I wore contacts for many years. And sadly, I abused them, so I don't believe I can wear contacts anymore. Leaving them in for extremely long periods of time. They were long wear, but probably shouldn't be wearing your long wear for several years without taking them out. Oops. I am a bad monkey. Can't with contacts, anything touching your eyes. Okay, this is going to freak you out then. Because of the contacts, all those years, I am touching my eyeballs. Pretty terrifying, isn't it? I've done that to freak people out in the past. I understand completely the not being able to touch anything. Disgusting? Yeah. Training stimulant. Well, I'm never going to say no to a stimulant. Radiation resistance, and I'm already full on that. Yeah, I futzed around with the eyes for enough years that that's no longer an issue. It was a real issue when I first got the contacts, though. I had terrible problems putting them in. Terrible problems. I can sell that, that's right. I don't assume any more skills have opened up for training. That is a no. I actually really liked the contacts. Historically, I have enjoyed walking in the rain, and I could do it again for the first time in decades. It was just something I always liked. I found it peaceful, and obviously getting wet not so great, but I really liked it, and I could finally do it again. Towel. More chemicals. More meat. And come on now. Whose diet doesn't need more meat? Okay, mine probably doesn't need more meat, but Still, if meat's available, it's on the menu.
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.
No troublemakers. I'll not be trying to stir up any trouble. Couldn't do that when you straighten your hair every week. Go back to curly and you hated that. I would accept curly hair now. I would have accepted curly hair at 20. By 20, most of my luscious blonde locks were gone. This much was pretty much gone by 20. All of this on top. Yeah, maybe it would look good. I'm not convinced. It would look out of place, I think. Black hair on this. It just wouldn't look quite right. I would look less distinguished and more extinguished. Ah, the commissary. I'm going to overeat and have another Cornish pasty because they're delicious if you've never had one. My inventory's full again, huh? Temporary rationing rules until the state of emergency is lifted. Brother started having white hair when he was 12. Now in his 20s, he's got a lot of white hair. Perks of the father's genetics. Yeah, my dad's genetics were not so generous to me. I got his belly, his build, his bad back, and his baldness. Basically, every bad thing with a B that he had, I got. Would not recommend. However, a young person with white hair or streaks of white, that can look pretty baller. You got the mental illnesses. Wow, you won the genetic lottery too. Aren't we lucky? That was sarcasm. Just to be clear. On my part.
Don't be causing trouble, alright?
I won't be causing any trouble here in the John. Jeez. Got a joke for you. Since we're here in the public showers in the prison, my father used to joke that the most useful skill he learned in the Navy was how to pick up the bar of soap with his feet. Have I been through here before? Bandages, meat. These guys, I mean, they're British, so, you know, who knows about their taste, but they sure do have a lot of spam around. British, innit? Yeah, right. Exactly. Right? Notice, electric lock. Well, now I have the electrical doodad that allows me to flip electrical power. Ooh, decanter. Oh. They won't let me drink the decanter of brandy? What's up with that? I think I'd rather have the decanter of brandy than meat. I'm going to eat some meat. Ah. Brandy is one of the crafting materials. Technically, alcohol is. Button to push. Wow, that was easy. We're in the prison. Never had spam. It's not a thing in Brazil. It looks, well, it exists. I actually have developed in the last couple of weeks, maybe a month, I wanted to try something, a recipe I'd seen, and I looked at the spam, and it had too many calories, but they have a spam light, which has like half the calories. And it's not bad. If you cook it to the point where you get a little bit of a crust on it, it's actually pretty tasty. So I think it is now getting rotated into my standard grocery pickup list. It's pork and ham Although this is at least equal amounts of chicken and pork. But if you can't have pork, then yeah, there'll be no spam in your future, for better or worse. I don't think they make any non-pork spam. Yeah, and out to Skethermore. I would have had to kill every single one of those soldiers if I had let the doctor out of her cage. Can't have spam, but you can drink 5 cans of Red Bull a day. Well, my understanding from most Red Bull drinkers, that makes you a below average consumer. I've heard from multiple sources good things about Red Bull White. Ooh. This is one of the things that I can hack. I'm not sure what it did. Oh, it killed the guns. That will be useful if I ever have to get out of there in a hurry. I wonder if I'll get turned back on or not. This is Skethermore Prison. And the camp. You have ADHD, so Red Bull gets you super sleepy, so you used to drink it to help you sleep. You miss the battery acid taste. Yeah, ADHD is really an unusual human function in the way that it sometimes the treatments are counterintuitive. Something like Red Bull or mild stimulants being used as a way of treating the symptoms. Seems, like I said, counterintuitive. The only Red Bull I ever tasted was the first one shortly after it came out. A friend poured it out into a glass. First of all, I have to say it looked like a urine sample. And second, I wouldn't know for sure, but I think it tasted like a urine sample too. I tasted the Red Bull. I've never actually tasted urine, so I can't speak to that definitively, but it didn't taste pleasant. Now, my understanding, obviously, they're a huge multi-billion-dollar business. My assumption is a pretty safe one, as they've done a lot to improve the flavor profiles. And I was considering buying a white. My assumption... Oh, I'm trespassing. I will back off. They don't want me going there. It does, and you love it. You're not going to tell you if you ever had urine. I leave the mystery intact, absolutely. Do they have low-calorie or no-calorie Red Bull? I have no idea. You know, maybe it has none of the red, but twice as much bull. All right, we've got where and where. Vehicle depot. There's rumored location over there. We need that. They do. Well, I think we go back because they do have a road that leads that way. Yesterday, wandering across terrain, I stepped on a mine. That almost killed me. That was fun. Pretty much straight on. Yeah, I figured they had to. That would be a market that they would be silly to ignore. And generally speaking, most corporations are pretty good at following the money. We've got a ways to go. Where are we headed? This is a hopelessly awful quest log. Just, it's dreadful. Battery request at the Skethermore Depot. Yep, that's where I'm headed. Because frankly, I have no problem with a little caffeine in the morning. A little bit of more of a wake me up in the morning would be okay by me.
Not sure I like the look of you.
Dude, you're wearing a mask. A goofy looking mask at that. Maybe you shouldn't mock other people.
One more city gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard.
Interesting. So that's a green flashing light, and I believe I have the ability to turn it off. Because I now have the scanning hacking device you can't see under my face. There's the UI for 3 items appears there for the flashlight, I think. The metal detector and this device you see in my right hand. Yeah. See that register go all the way to the top? That means it's something where I can switch the power flow from one to the other. Don't want to do that, but I could do that. I actually think we need to go in this way. So, pardon me, guys, won't you?
Keep your nose clean.
Asian bottled Red Bull tasted like cough syrup before being bought and turned into a U.S. energy drink. Oh, I do enjoy Once Human. It's currently installed, Chemo. And a good day to you, Major Kicks. Yeah, I only tried the original, and it tasted, I don't want to say foul, it just tasted not good. They have, coming up soon, I believe, they're making some changes to the seasonal mechanic. I don't remember what they call it. They don't call it seasons, I don't think. And including permanent servers. I will get back into the game when I don't have to worry about me taking a 2-month break from the game and my characters now being stuck on a dead server. I thought that was the game. It was the game. I wasn't sure if it was the game or the kids playing out in the... He's going to tell me I have to kill Oberon again, I think. When it was first introduced in the U.S. original. Yeah, that was the one I tasted. That's the only Red Bull I've ever tasted. Here we go. Also, for those who have played Once Human, I don't know if Major Kicks has, the mobile client is just launching or is about to launch. Me, I don't play any mobile games, but it is about to launch, and I think it's cross-platform. Why shouldn't I trust Sims? And another mysterious message.
Don't be daft. Nobody wants
Okay, you guys, you started shooting at me, remember. Remember that. They started shooting at me. The old Asian ones, small brown glass bottles, and had a cough syrup taste. Oh, there's another one. It's outlaws, huh? There's one of them, at least one of them still out there. Oh, I didn't get him. You can probably hear the kids yelling in the courtyard. Is there one or more of them? They're outlaws. They started it. I just finished it. Don't only remember because the logo didn't change much. Well, I will repeat that I've heard. Oops. Revolver, pistol ammo. I've got all I can carry of those. That the white is supposed to be really good. For whatever that might be worth to somebody. Alright. I'm going to eat some bread. And that will allow me to pick up the Cornish pasty. Pasties, I can't say enough about how delicious a good Cornish pasty is. Really delicious. Where was the last one? Let's see. I killed 3 of them here. That's that one. Got a lot of guns now. Before I check the others, I want to check and see what's up with this thing. The radio tower. Lock release has no power. Okay. Alright, so that's the first 3, right? Yep. There were 2 here. Rusty shotgun, another pasty. My biggest complaint from a practical point of view is the inventory is not a point of fraction. It's a friction. It's a point of frustration. And I understand the need for friction in a game, but the need for frustration, not so much. No, I have played a lot of Once Human. I think it's a solid game with a very confusing infrastructure around it as to how they work their seasons and all that stuff. It's not well explained anywhere, and it's not even explained why it's so weird and twisted around. I don't think I can pick up any of those things. Whoop! I did get around so that the grenade trap didn't affect me very much. I don't know if that glass was intact before I set it off or not. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to eat that pasty. Again, another one. And I'm going to get rid of, let's see, that's a bolt action sniper, high damage, low rate. And you also move in real life. Make sure you leave the monitor. Love how, oh yeah, I move in real life. Make sure it won't, yeah, I do that all the time. You can tell if I'm doing like a racing game or something because I'm always doing this. Right turn. Left turn. Acceleration. Let's see. I have that is high damage, low range, average recall. I think the automatic SMG is not as good as the Peerless, the Sten gun, so I'm going to drop the Sten gun and pick up this other rifle and compare the 2 rifles. This is high damage, low rate of fire, low damage, high accuracy. Those are my choices, huh? Well, I'm going to drop that again and pick up the Sten, as I think the Sten might sell for more. True gamers mirror their character model. Same goes for when one is driving in-game. I do it in driving games a lot. But if I were to ever, say, do beetle racing, in Guild Wars 2. Yeah, and trying to look under things or crouching down. I'll do this. Oh, gotta crouch. Don't even think about it. Just do it. All right, there's one of them I did not search because I did not find them. Oh, that's the one I did not find until now. Leamington 12-gauge shotgun. Were they engaging me with a shotgun at a distance of like 100 meters? Because that's not a winning formula. Let's take the Molotov cocktail because I never met a cocktail I didn't like. You'll be able to see me in action with the cocktails tomorrow. As tomorrow evening will be Len's drinking evening. Ah, a trap. See, that trap didn't get me. I can learn my lesson sometime. All right, we're looking for an atomic battery. Need to bake blueberry muffins, but it's more fun to watch the stream. May your husband forgive you. I don't think he's going to forgive you if the price he's paying is blueberry muffins. Because if you're baking them, they would be fresh blueberry muffins. We talking like the really delicious, cakey type of muffins that are really not a breakfast muffin. They're more like dessert. Because those are incredible. Ah, we have another trap. Yeah, the cakey ones, they're fucking delicious. They're incredible. Now I may have to buy some tomorrow. I mean, they'll be crappy because I'm going to Safeway, but they'll still be delicious. I have no idea what that is. Oh, a vehicle depot. Well, I'll be entering that, I think. We're good? We're good. Oh, sugar on top. Yeah, to add some of the crunch. Oh, sometimes they come with the sugar sprinkled on post-baking. I prefer the sugar sprinkled on pre-baking so you get sort of the caramelization on the top rather than just having crunch because of sugar crystals. But then I'm a picky old man. Your mileage may vary. Ah, there you go. Yeah, more of a glaze rather than just a little bit of crunchy sugar. Although, the crunchy sugar is not bad on its own either, I have to say. First aid kit and a combat stim. I think... Therefore I am. Oh, I don't believe I have tried using a Molotov cocktail. So I'm going to do a little practice Molotov cocktail throwing. Aim, and then throw. Okay, I now know how to use the Molotov cocktails. I feel better. You see, that truck started some shit, so it had to pay. Right? Exactly. I'll take the first aid kit. I'll eat a tomato. I like tomatoes. Drizzle a little high-quality olive oil on them. A little salt. We've got another booby trap. That didn't work. Don't jump over it if you're going to hit your head. That didn't work as well as I might have hoped. Don't suppose we have any more tomatoes in here I can eat. Okay. Raw potatoes. I'll eat raw potatoes. Eric Whitaker. Oh. Eric's message for Alf. The alien? Alf the alien? That? There's a follow from Vesteri or Vesteri. Thank you. I will take care of that after stream. I have taken the message. Let us read the message. Deliver this message to Alf in the Grendel's Head, Wyndham Village. To Alf, Grendelhead. I've heard you're looking for some valuable tools. My best price is £39 for 3 shipments. Okay. Now, over here, we had the vehicle depot. I have my hatchet of doom. Going in. The vehicle storage bunker. There's supposed to be an atomic battery in here, and I need 3 more, I think? 2 or 3 more. Well, since I'm trespassing, it's probably outlaws. In which case I want a pistol. Because high quality bang bang. Oh, how very nice. This is a pneumatic dispatch tube, if you haven't been hanging around here the last day. This is the bank. We'll deposit that. Radiation resistance buff. We're going to sell that. Oh, we have another tomato. We're going to end up selling that. That's fast attack and a bleed. That's average attack and a bleed with high damage. I'm going to use that, I think. We will lock that one away for later. Machete! Plain. You know, no salt, no drizzle of olive oil, no basil to go with it. Pretty unimpressive. No strangers will find you. I hear an outlaw whistling. Multiple outlaws. Well. Perhaps a little sniping? Whoop, 4 of them. Being an outlaw doesn't pay. We'll reload the rifle. Rifle's not too bad. Rate of fire-wise. Club. No, not interested in joining your club. Oh, I'm so witty. They have a tank. Why can I not have a tank? I hear more whistling. Apparently somebody didn't hear the gunshots because they were whistling so loud. A police truncheon. I already got one of those, thanks. It's in the bank. He's got nothing on him. That one had police truncheon. There's the other one. Nothing. Well, man, they got a lot of cool vehicles. Why haven't they sold all this scrap for, like, major metal?
Someone's been killed.
Yeah, someone's been killed, all right. And guess who's next? Maybe make me crawl through the crawl space and you can shoot me then. There you are. Police truncheon, water. I'll take the water. We got a couple more dead Earths. Nothing. Clear and present reminder. What do we got? Protocol. Requisition order 22nd October 57. Tomato was a little soggy. It's fine though. We need one of the heavy armored units positioned to act as a roadblock on the main road into the village. Realities of the quarantine have been explained to the locals, but I think that a heavy unit would act as a clear and present reminder of the seriousness of the situation. I know that fuel for the armor is tight, but it's vital we maintain discipline within the civilian population. The outnumber is 10 to 1. That requires the vehicle bunker storeroom key, which I'm going to guess we're going to eventually find off a body. Which I'm okay with. Did I already search this guy? I did. Eat it like the fruit it is. Well, it's interesting that you should mention that, because I have input about the tomato. Botanically, it is a fruit. Culinarily, it is a vegetable. That's it. That's all I got. Anyone in here taking a dump? Sadly, I'm full up on the amount of whiskey I can carry. Hard words from a trespasser. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I cannot gainsay that opinion. They left the burner running. That's wasteful. Old Hound whiskey. I'm sorry, I'm a single malts only kind of guy. You know. Blends. Pfft. Bandage, pistol ammo. Oh. Okay, there's a person I didn't kill. More whiskey. Training stimulant and poison. Oh, crap. One of my least favorite mechanics in the game. Which is when you get attacked by a whole bunch of these little assholes. Sort of attacked by a horde of rats or bats or weird carnivorous fish. They can actually do a little bit of damage. You'd probably have to lay down and take a nap for them to actually kill you, but they do a little damage. I'm going to eat some meat. Almost like living in Brazil. Just kidding. In a bad way or a good way? Also just kidding. Radiation resistance recipe. I will learn that. I can now make the radiation resistance thing. If you like being attacked, I guess it's good. Okay, that's fair. So let's see. We now in our crafting, we can make bandages, burn salves, metal detector improvement, changes how it looks, radiation resistance, and a sticky bomb. We got pistol ammo, an M1911. That probably holds more ammo, more shots. But the one I currently have is high damage, high range, and low accuracy. That's semi-automatic and average damage, average range. Got some more gunpowder. We got a crawl space over there. Ooh, that's the blue glowiness that we saw in certain places in the interchange facility. Scrap, grenade, another training stimulant. Let's check where we are in training stimulants. I have 5 of them. I guess it's a certain number of them is required to unlock any of the lines that you've learned. Seasoned Brawler. Substantially reduces the heart rate cost of melee attacks. Kill momentum. Defeating an enemy in melee combat grants a melee damage buff. That increases maximum amount of health. That seems okay. Low health regen and is faster and restores more health. Endurance training heart rate rises slower and recovers faster. Charisma, well, yes. How did they know? Search bodies and containers faster. Throwables damage, deal more damage, increase effect. Reduces firearm sway when ADS. Dum 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 dum. Sorry. All right, we got a crawl through over here. And another crawl through. I'm assuming the door to this room was locked from inside. That door, I'm thinking. More pistol ammo. I welcome that. I did have to burn through a lot when I was burning through all of these losers. Rifle ammo. Well, we're full on glass. Nothing on the radio. The Skethermore radio tower keycard. More gunpowder. Nail bomb recipe. I'll learn that. That sounds entertaining. Catch. What? Alright, so maybe the Skethermore tower out there, the radio tower, has the atomic battery I'm looking for. Because there's supposed to be one located out here somewhere. That was like rifle ammo? Yeah, I'm full. Requires vehicle bunker storeroom key. Huh. I haven't found that. I missed it somewhere? Well, I mean, it might not be in here. It might be some other place entirely. Get up, you lazy lump. Being dead is no excuse for not working on the job, soldier. Meat, gunpowder. I don't think I missed anybody. I'll have a quick look around in here again, just to make sure I didn't miss it here. No, I don't think so. Well, maybe that means I'll be making a trip back here at some point. But I don't see where I could have missed it. On the other hand, I always miss stuff, so I probably just missed it. Showers. String. What should I put away here? That. Fast attack, average damage. High damage, average attack. They both cause bleeds. Grenade. Poison. That ought to do. Back to Skethermore. And let's check the radio tower. Give me a second here before I forget there's something I need to do. That's taken care of. Bot banned. To compare it to other games, the obvious comparison to me would probably be one of the Fallout games. It seems to be less combat focused, or at least I'm playing it as less combat focused. The gameplay seems solid. The story is good. I have, because I'm me, I have complaints. I will share them now. Because it's a console and PC release, the UI is bad on PC. If you're waiting for a good UI on a PC console game, you're going to keep waiting. I will show you. For instance, I wanted to know exactly which key brought up the skills panel. Mind you, the skills are not very deep either. But I wanted to know what skills it was, what command was to bring up the page. So this is what you have to go through to find that command. Say I wanted to change it. That's 2 clicks. Options. Controls, 3. Controls preset, 4. Customize, 5. Scroll down. I didn't get this one right. Oh, MISC, 6 clicks to get to here, to change that command. To get back out, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a dreadful PC UI. It would be worse if it wasn't also a console release. I understand, even if I hate it, that they make deep compromises for UI purposes on a console PC dual release. So I'm used to it. I hate it, but I'm used to it. If this was just a PC release, that would be a reason for me to say don't buy the game. But it's a dual release. The inventory system is small, kludgy, and occasionally frustrating. Those are my biggest complaint. Oh, one other complaint. The Quest UI, again, is really, really bad. Those are my only real complaints. The story seems very interesting to me. Yeah, it's very console, and the more of a factor that is for you, it should weigh in. On the other hand, if you've got Game Pass, I think it's a day one release. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me. Yeah, it's very console. The gameplay itself is fine. The gunplay feels pretty good. It's placed in 1958, I think, so the guns are antiquated, and most of them are rusty and not very reliable because this area's been cut off from the rest of Britain for some number of years now. So the biggest problems I have with it are from the fact that it's a console dual release. The gameplay itself is fine. It's a bit on the slow side, which is fine for me. I play at a very deliberate pace, so I'm okay with it. We don't have power. How can I get power to here if I don't have power to here? That's an issue. But there's supposed to be a freaking atomic battery I need here. I must have missed something. Back into the depot we go. Right, okay. What I'm looking for, if possible, is that key that I don't have. Oh, iodine. Good. I don't know why you thought this was a game where the main character had a bunch of versions of himself. That rings a bell. I don't know if that game is out yet or not. Yeah, that's the vehicle bunker storeroom key. Am I missing any? I think I've hit every place in here. One sec. I have a neighbor who I'm not entirely fond of, who likes to start very loud engines and leave them running. We are all zombie games. Well, if we're not zombie games on the inside now, we will be in a few years. Well, in my case, a few years. Hopefully, in your case, more than a few years. Just stay young, kids. That's my advice. Just stay young. The radio doesn't do anything. Got a lot of whiskey around here. Remember, whiskey then beer, never fear. Beer then whiskey, pretty risky. We are having no luck. At finding the key. Ready to eat some brains? Well, you've come to the wrong internet, my dear. This is the brains optional internet, and you may not be able to find any. No, I'm not seeing anything here. It's empty. Also, you got to be careful with the brain needing, because I mean that's how you catch Kuru, or new variant Creutzfeldt-Jakob syndrome. Prion diseases, they're no fun. Now, that would be like mad cow, as an example, is a prion disease. Just drink some Red Bull while eating it. That will kill just about anything, but sadly, not prions. Because even doing things, there's the bunker storeroom key, I found it. Even doing things like sanitizing hospital instruments don't affect it. The temperature to denature a prion is something like 800 degrees, which normal sanitizing procedures don't do. And it's not really a disease. It has symptoms, but it's not really a disease. Oh my God, am I a nerd? And I remember stuff. If I needed to memorize something and my life depended on it, I'd be fucked. If it's a useless piece of information, my brain has all the room it needs. See, what really makes prions so scary is if you get one in your brain, it'll bump into a very similar protein, and boop, now you've got two. And they'll float around and they'll bump into another one, and boop. That's what happens with prions. That's how they work. You have normal shaped proteins and then the prions, and the prions bump into them, and boop, now you've got two prions. It's more like rust than a disease. I found my way in... What's with the glowy yellowish stuff? I'm going to I have not saved today. This seems like a good time for that. Yeah, I'm a nerd, and the things I remember... Sometimes I despair of me. Okay, ow! Okay, that's radiation. Alright, now I know that's radiation. I don't know the other... There's another thing that you can get that also causes a debuff to show up and does some damage. That may be some sort of biological factor. And there is the atomic battery I came here for. Ow. Ooh. I need to drop something off. I need more pistol ammo. Yes, I need. That I don't need. I'm going to trade the single shot low accuracy. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to pick up the Lee Enfield. And meat. Because, hey, I just took a couple more hits from radioactivity. And you know what cures radioactivity? Spam. Little known fact. Actually, not a fact. Probably not all that little known. That is a bolt-action sniper rifle, high damage, low rate of fire, very high accuracy. Bolt action, high damage, low rate. Low rate, high damage, very high accuracy. We can sell that or drop it off if we run out of space. All right. Here's the kind of stuff that sticks in my head. One of my favorite words is the word facetious, because it has all 5 vowels in alphabetical order. Plus, if you say that Y is a vowel, and you're right, it has all 6 if you go with facetiously. All right, well, we got the atomic battery. That's 2 to go, I think. 2 trackable leads in this region. All right, the next marker is there, and that is Nora's barn. I need to get some of the tonic from Nora. Tina Sims wants me to investigate the bakery. Robotics, the interchange. Hearing voices. Not feeling so well. That's Iris in the Wyndham Bakery. Favorite words is bumblebee because it's fun to say. That's a perfectly valid reason. Here's another one. Bookkeeper. The only word I'm aware of in the English language which has 3 double letters right in a row. Atomic batteries. All right, we've got that. A fruitful trade. Trade with Molly and Slattendale. Spare batteries at the dam. That may be all the batteries I need then. Grendel's Head. Captain Sims. Wasn't in the bakery? View all 3 findings. To call him a monster. Look after the bakery. Back to the list. See, this UI is... it's bad. Hearing voices. To be free of the voices. Not feeling so well. James' old friend. Well, I know where I have to go. And that's there. Well, hopefully I can manage to, yeah, we can follow the road here. Birds. If we run into more outlaws, well, I have a gun. Also, bumblebees, I will say, are big, goofy-looking things. So saying bumblebee and visualizing them is a completely appropriate thing. Oh no, not again. Got all the birds? We have more birds. Don't have that in Brazil, just normal looking bees. The American honeybee, sort of standard American honeybee, is actually an invasive species. Brought here by the Europeans. Up, up. No, that's not. I hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. Almost there. Almost there. There were native species of bees that in essence have been kind of removed by the honeybee. So it's funny, you see all those people talking in Facebook or the internet in general about, how we're seeing all these large bee die-offs and stuff. And the fact of the matter is they're an invasive species in North America. I don't know about South America, but in North America, they're an invasive species, so. And also, those die-offs have been, as far as I'm aware, seasonal. In that the numbers seem to drop precipitously, but we're back to the same numbers the next year. Yeah, looks like this way. Oh, we have a body. I'm sure they're just napping. I mean, it's a nice day. The sun's shining. Under a tree, have a nice little lay down, No, he's dead. Nobody else could hear it ringing. I should never have answered that bloody telephone. Yeah, I can hear you that. I should have known something was wrong when nobody else could hear it ringing. Ooh, that's different. I didn't know no one else could hear it ringing. So, in fact, it's not the phone ringing. I'm hearing the voices in my head. Same as some of the people. Fun fact, magnifying lens in Brazilian Portuguese is lupa. Yeah, makes sense. Now, lupa is the object. If you want to describe any lens that magnifies, its name is lente de aumento. I don't think I know any Portuguese except maybe chouriço. It's possible I know the word for sausage in almost every language. Priorities. You have to have priorities. Okay, and beer. Now that I can't help but answer them, then I might miss my chance. I must not miss my chance. Okay, so evidently I'm not the only person who hears the phone ringing, as this one's going to ring when I get close. The first thing it told me was that Oberon must die. I know that Oberon is in the interchange, that we have the central processing in the interchange and 4 data stores, and then we have whatever Oberon is. An alien? Don't know. Some creature they dug up underground? Don't know. An artificial intelligence? Don't know. Code name for a weapon or surveillance system? Don't know. Is it going to ring? I think it's going to ring. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, kind of figured that out when I had outlaws shooting at me. Huh. I've had a thought, which is, I think we can all agree, always a dangerous possibility. Well, for now, we need to see if we can get the tonic for, I think, Iris, for her husband, who's been hearing the voices. What do we get? Crafting, we added the nail bomb recipe. And there is our daily show up of the bot. So that's 2 bands today. I'm going to go ahead and save. Pictures from inside the interchange, since I don't think you guys have seen it, unless you were around yesterday. Tag the phrase, remove the space to stop all bots. Yeah, well, I was about to say they don't do a damn thing, but they have now added a message. I'm not sure if you see it, but I see it, where it says this is a possible spam thing. Mind you, it does not have a pop-up option for ban them. You still have to do that manually because they're freaking Twitch. And technically, the people running the entire operation are chimpanzees. And not the smart kind of chimpanzees. Well, the protocol has been here locking the place up. Yeah, I think it is just a streamer advisory. If it had a button for ban them, that would be great. But it doesn't because they're Twitch. We have a trap. And as we learned earlier, we can't jump over the trap without banging our head on the door frame. Let's check all the way around. Well, they've built themselves quite the little multiple traps here. Somebody is anxious about keeping their privacy. Arrows. That's my first arrow. Arrow! All right. That is Nora's barn. We can go in there later. Glass bottles, glass bottles. I've got all the glass bottles I can carry. Yeah, the gates did have no texture. Yep, blurred. I have no idea what you mean. I see a very detailed texture. Clearly, you're hallucinating. Clearly, I'm lying. All right, that's Nora's barn. And you're hearing a phone ring. You too, huh? Don't worry, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Nothing at all to worry about. Well, Nora has a tonic that hopefully will cause, I think it's Iris's husband, to not react to the voices he's apparently hearing. I did a save yesterday and opened the door and he attacked me. And so I punched him a couple of times, which kills him, sadly. And then his wife comes running in and I punched her a couple of times and that killed her. And so I reloaded. I don't want to hurt anybody except the outlaws. There we go. She's got traps everywhere, does our little Nora. Nail bomb. Sure. Why wouldn't I take a nail bomb? Really? Seriously. Another one over there. Another trap. Nora is a bit of a pyro, it seems. He just puts traps all over the place. Like that one, which I did not see. Fortunately, that one I managed to outrun, even though I didn't see. All right. Let's go into Nora's barn. Nora? Nora, can you hear me?
Hello? Someone there?
Hi, Nora.
Who the hell are you? North of the moon's on our ship, you dead? Who's
Uh,
talking out to you? Who sent you?
Let's see. Relax. Alf, the pub landlord, told me where to find you. Maybe this isn't the one who has the tonic.
I'll send you. Well, if he vouches for you, that'll have to do. I'm guessing he wants his message here.
Yes, I'm here to collect it from you.
Here's the message. Get that to him as soon as you can. You're not from round here at all, are you? This must be very strange to you.
You are a strange lot.
But I do want to know what you'd intend.
I want to find out exactly what happened here.
Most folk round here like to live in ignorance. So you want one then? Maybe we've got a bit of common ground between us after all. Look, we got off on the wrong foot. Half the strangers out there would kill you for your shoes as soon as look at you. So I have to be careful.
I know, I've shot a lot of them.
Used to live in the village. But put that army captain's nose out to join my answering back. Now I try to help the villagers out from here. I can trade if you have out worth selling.
Out. Well, we'll get to barter. Do you know anything about the secret research site the government built here?
Aye. I know something about that. Been poking round here long enough, haven't I? There's a big old bunker called the Interchange
Been there?
that those boffins built. The soldiers get proper excited about that one. I know there's a door in the army camp to the south of here. I also know they'll kill you before you get within spitting distance of it.
No, they missed me.
I heard it's locked up tight as a bag full. You'll never get in. Believe you me, I'd give me eye teeth to know what was going on in there, but it might as well be on moon.
I can get in. In fact, I've already been inside.
What? Seriously? Bloody hell.
I'm smart.
You know. Oh, don't matter. You find out useful or interesting. You remember me and Wyndham, alright? Folk around here have it bloody hard. And if there's anything good to come out of that place, you think of them.
I'd like to trade. Let's see. She's got what I want. Alright, I'm carrying one? Let's see, how about a double-barreled shotgun? Moved it a little, okay. Bolt-action sniper rifle? Bomb? She liked the submachine gun, guys. She definitely liked the SMG. Well, I can get back. She liked the SMG. SMG by itself is not quite enough. SMG and makeshift throwable explosive will complete the trade.
There we go. All done.
All right, that's 3 out of the 4.
Around the zone and sometimes fetch up here. Might well be something you want. So drop it anytime you're near. Alright, bit of advice for you. While you're here, Skethamore isn't what you'd call friendly.
Not so far.
The soldiers will leave you be, seeing as how you're astray.
Pardon the yawn, old man.
It's dog eat dog. The smoke around here will kill you for the sweat on your brow, so watch yourself.
What would they do with the sweat off me brow? Would they,
Watch your back out there.
like, lick it up? Because that's just wrong on so many levels. Well, I have to poke around a bit, now don't I? It'd be wee foolish to not at least look around a little bit and see if, you know, anything worth taking. Poison. I'll take that, sure. Why not? John Steele, One False Step. There are these comics that I mostly can't quite make out, which I think is a cool narrative ploy, tool, trick, whatever you want. All right, we'll come back out. Scatter more. All right, we need to get to data store data store C and D. There's an interchange entrance there. I gotta try. Oh. I will grant, a bit anal about saves. I save for good reasons. I save for bad reasons. I save for no reason at all. Now, I wanted to see what was going on over here. We've got, again, one of these green light thingies, which means you can't see it, but I've had a pop-up right under my head here. Sorry, that side. With a little indicator for this piece of equipment, which allows me to alter the power flow. So, for instance, that has an atomic battery. There's the indicator. Currently, it's set to there. I'm going to just save right over what I just did and see what happens when I push the button. Scattermore. Yep. So this is going to swap the power. It's going to go from green to red, I'm assuming. No. To white, but it turned off the green light.
Saw some rabbit droppings earlier, so we haven't eaten them all. We should let them get their numbers back up.
Saw some rabbit droppings, so you haven't eaten them all? You haven't eaten all of the rabbit droppings? Wow. They are really out in the middle of nowhere. The ruined hamlet. That is, it vanished. So there was something, some story bit about the ruined hamlet, but I don't remember what.
Off with you, or else.
They don't like me. Now, the last time I dared to go cross country,
Definitely something out there.
I stepped on a mine. Right in front of me was the backside of the sign that said minefield. That wasn't exactly the way I wanted that to work out.
Behave yourself, Phoebe.
All right, what we're trying to find... We've got another... I'm keeping my nose clean. I'm turning off your security, but I'm keeping my nose clean. Now, what we're trying to find is there is apparently an entry into the interchange. So far, I have found 2 entries to the interchange. They didn't share any part of the interchange in common. Basically, they were locked off from each other. Presumably, up in the big building. I have hands away from any weapons, unless you count the weapon I have in my hands. Does that one count? I can remove that. I am now trespassing. You know what that means. Yep. Another save. Straight into the interchange. Oh.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be...
Down that part. Okay, yeah, this is not... They're not going to take kindly to that. But now I know. The interchange has entrances in various places. Alright, so... we have to head back to Wyndham Village. And again, I'm not going to go walkies here in Skethermore because I blew myself up once. I'm running like the wind. Interesting. This is one where I could cause the flow and turn off the guns again.
defense announcement. Remember, fraternization with the civilian population is discouraged. Good discipline requires respect, not friendship.
So I'm turning off all of the green lights, which I assume mean that their defenses are operative or something like that. Oop, no, that one, sorry. Turned it off. Yeah, I got the password from Sims. The crazy captain. By the way, I had a high school math teacher named Sims for 2 years.
Not sure about you.
Now that glowing blue oddity, that is associated with the interchange. There's at least one place that's overgrown, infested with it. Alright, this way. Take us back to Wyndham Village. We go out the far side of Wyndham Village into the sort of map area we started in, where there's a little more straightforward entrance into the interchange. And it gets us into the safer part of the interchange, where we will bring power into, I think, areas C and D. Data stores C and D. Charlie and Delta. Got my heart rate up to 145 there. I was running so long. Whoo-hee! I'm exhausted. I'm bushed. Back to Wyndham Village. Let's see. Out the other side is Slattendale. That's where we need to go. Back out to Slattendale. Really not a particularly felicitous sounding name. After which we can come back here and talk to Captain Sim. Although I don't trust him, I would like to get some more information out of him. Probably me. We're going to have ringing? No bell ringing. Pardon me, lads. Just passing through. All of these houses here are chained up, barred up, boarded up. For people who showed strange behavior, corruption, or possible association with the pagans outside. See? Pagan practices of any kind are strictly forbidden. All right, we're back out in Slattendale. Pardon my yawn again. And where we need to go is there. That's the interchange. Oh, another one. Next time, don't bring an axe to a gunfight. There were about 5 or 6 of them that I left alive because I didn't realize how effective my gun was. I am playing at the easiest difficulty level because I'm an old man and I'm a wuss. But frankly, it also feels a lot more realistic, at least as far as they're concerned. They take a single bullet and they go down. Glue, bread. An axe, bread, pasty. Take the axe. Might be able to sell that. I wish the people you can sell stuff to took credit. Like, okay, that's worth, 50 shillings. 20 pence. Check it. Full. I heard somebody. Three more of them. Spiked club, glass to take the water. Rusty shotgun, shotgun ammo, pasty, and meat. Gonna eat the bread and pick up the pasty. Did I not eat the bread? I did not eat the bread. There we go.
Was that a chicken? A dead one?
Pistol ammo. Nothing else I can use or have room for. Cricket bat. Not my first choice of melee weapon, I have to say. Mind you, I've never actually picked one up, so I don't know. Maybe they would make extraordinarily useful bludgeoning weapons. Yeah, we're full. The interchange. The nexus of everything that's happening around here, at least as far as we can tell. I have opened this up. Oh, the guns. I think they're live. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. That might be a problem. There's somebody in Data Store Charlie. That is news. That does not appear to have killed the power to the guns. But that is indicative of the power is swappable over there. If I can get in there. I didn't see any indication that it was swappable. The power was swappable. But I've managed to get past. That does not appear to have done anything. Ah, there. One down. The other one down. Alright, we are here. There's C and D. I am going to throw in a quick save. Bust back out the pistol. She's in Charlie.
Hello?
Joyce?
Well, gosh. This is a surprise. When I saw movement, I thought it might be one of those awful feral goblins.
I've only seen one of the ferals so far.
You don't look like a goblin, though. Or an outlaw. So, just exactly who are you?
Just someone trying to survive, same as you.
Well, I can't argue with that. We find ourselves in very strange times. You haven't immediately tried to kill the beast. That's a pleasant change.
Well, I'm a pleasant fellow.
Sometimes I think I'm the only sane one left in the zone.
I wouldn't bet on me.
By the way, Joyce Hannah. How'd you do? Well, we can put questions of identity aside, I think. Things I should be thanking you. I gather that you're the one who's responsible for restoring the power supply here.
Yep, so far.
I've been trying to get in here for simply ages. I've just about given up hope.
Who exactly are you, Joyce? Joyce, why are you here?
My, but you're full of satiable curiosity, aren't you?
Satiable curiosity.
To hide.
Okay, yeah.
There was an expeditionary convoy sent in a few months ago. And Muggins here was seconded to it. I'm a communications specialist. Girl boffin, the squaddies call me. They needed us ladies to hold up the science end of things. I was drafted in along with a Dr. Garrow. They say she was a big name here before the disaster. Anyway, the expedition did not go swimmingly, let me tell you. We barely made it into Slackendale when the bridge was blown out from under us, and the convoy wrecked. Before we knew what was happening, we were beset by a horde of whooping maniacs in masks.
Those would be the outlaws. I've killed about 20. The other scientist you mentioned, Dr. Garrow, what happened to her?
She came in by air. Our helicopters fared even worse. The interference field around this whole site brought them down. The helicopter carrying her crashed in the woods. I can mark the spot for you, for what it's worth. I doubt any of them walked away from that wreck. Poor devils.
She did.
I think I may well be the sole survivor of the convoy. But things are certainly looking up now we're in here. Isn't it a remarkable sight? The interchange in all its glory.
Yeah, what
I
is?
was beginning to think I'd never
Other than an early computer. Maybe an early supercomputer. You have any idea what it was used for?
Well, the interchange itself seems to be wired together like some sort of big computer.
Yeah.
These data stores all connect to the central data processor. Though with the power cut, it looks like it's gone into a sort of a dormant state. No doubt that was part of the drill to get this place mothballed when the disaster happened. Whatever it was. As for the research they were doing here, well, I don't know. You could poke around and find out, I suppose. The important thing is that we're in here, and I cannot overstate my delight that you managed it.
Well, I am delightful.
There's a chance I can get into the communication systems proper. And listen, we don't need to trust each other just yet, but maybe we can work together. It's a bit of a two-person job, this.
I'm listening.
Look, if I can get a message through the interference field, I should be able to sort out an exit for us.
I'm definitely listening.
I need a whole array of transmitters to punch through the interference, though. There are a few radio towers across the area that should do the trick. I've restored power to them, but I seem to be locked out of their controls. The operators must have isolated the towers from the network when the quarantine was declared. But look, if you could find each tower and release the security lock, I can fiddle around this end and try to use the array to blast out a signal. Here, I'll give you map coordinates for each tower. Good luck. Do your best. And try not to get eaten by any goblins.
Well, if they eat me, they'll be goblin me, won't they? Is this thing on? Sorry. All right, we go down and we power up Data Store C. There were a bunch of rats down there, but we're going to power up the data supply with an atomic battery. And there we can see some of the blue glowy stuff. It appears to be based in the medical wing.
Power restored in Data Store Charlie. Analysis.
Power up Data Store Charlie.
Quarantine has been lifted in this sector.
So I think
Granted to medical facility.
B and C are now done. No, A and C are now done. I have one for... That's medical.
Status report. Spectroscopy analysis of biological sample 1 was aborted with no positive matches.
Biological sample 1.
Results have been stored in Castor Ward's memory bank.
Something biological then. All right, now we're getting somewhere. All right, we still can't open, or we can open that. We are now officially trespassing. Let me close this up. Throw in another save, as is tradition. Yes, from when we were at the bakery. That was an unpleasant noise. We have another door with that same sort of noise. Quarantine is up there. Quarantine shutter. Have we been in here before? I don't think so. Got a body. Not mine. Also not my doing. Cloth. That's all he's got on him. Where's the office door key? We ain't got that. There is something about a sort of abandoned, semi-ruined facility that is, instead of being overrun with enemies and badness and awfulness, it is more just ruined and non-functional. Main facility, take off work boots. All right, that's back to Charlie, and there's Delta. Delta already going? Must be. Yeah, I must have already opened up this data store. Robotics. And we're back at the front door area right now, I think, right? Yeah. These are the two guns that I shut off. This is the crawl through. So C and D are both live. I have not found a way to B. A, I guess, was overrun with the blue glowy. Let's head into... No, the floor says Oberon. So theoretically, once we get all 4 data stores up... I'd forgotten about that. Scared the wee-wee out of me yesterday. Yeah, this is B, and we have not found a way into B yet. And this leads to Oberon, and we really don't know what Oberon is. Pretty sure I've searched his body. Yep. But that leads to A, I think. Yeah. As you can see, that's all overgrown. But I stepped in and I got that. It's doing damage. It's not radiation. Is it maybe something biological? I don't know. I'm looking to see if the status effects... It's infection. That's what it is. Join with us. Listen to the voice. Become the voice. It's infection of some kind. We don't like that particular kind of infection. Find a way to resist the spore cloud's effects. Power up data store alphas in the interchange filled with spores. All right, so that's... I poked around in it previously. I didn't know what the light blue effect was, nor what the sort of name for the status effect was. I do now. It's called infection. That's medical. I'm going to have a pasty. I'm still listed as infected, but it is slowly going away. A little known fact, Cornish pasties are in fact a reliable way of defeating all infections. A lot of people don't know that. What is that there? That's robotics. That's medical. That's the thing I just brought up, which I shouldn't have. Didn't need to. Hit me. Hit me. Thank you. All right, can I get to medical? The shit was that? Oh, I got too close to the electricity. Dumbass.
If you give me access to all those radio towers, well, there might be hope for us yet.
Do not dance with the dangling electrical wire. I am now trespassing. I'm going to go ahead and save again. I am liking the game. I would wait for 2 more days, I think. Thursday, I think, is when it officially goes on sale. I'm in the head start period. I don't think it's worth the extra $20 for the head start. And And my only real complaints are with the UI and the UI-based functions, because it's a console co-release, and therefore they've cut a lot of corners and made a lot of compromises in the UI design. This is your inventory. It's a source of frustration. The quest tracking and story tracking stuff is not friendly at all because of the UI. Those are most of my complaints. The game itself, pretty good. Story is interesting so far. Interesting to very interesting. We'll see where it goes. This should get me to medical, but I want to check and see what's down here first, if possible. Yeah, I definitely think waiting is the smart thing. I have no self-control. No self-restraint whatsoever. Also, because I wanted to stream it. Button. I can push buttons now. Excellent. By the way, nobody ever had a 3-story, 9-track tape drive like this in history. I'm just saying, as a guy who mounted thousands of these tapes, real tapes, in an IS computer room, you wouldn't have one up 3 stories. That just doesn't make any sense. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been talking about all that stuff while you were dead on the ground in front of me. That was rude. I'm sorry. The storeroom has no power. Aha. Interesting. This is a little puzzle. If I turn off all of these, will we get... Ah, we've got 2 green. Nope, that didn't work. All right, 2 green. Nope, that didn't work. They're going to make me... It's going to be one of these puzzles, is it? All right, that doesn't work. That... What if I hit this one again? I can't. So that gives us 2 green. That, I think, gave us 3 green. So now we have to find the last one. Nope, that wasn't it. So, 2. No, that wasn't it. 2. Is it? That's 3. Nope. 2. 3. Not sure if I tried that already. 2. 3. Bear with me. Sorry. 2. 3. Nope. 2. 3. Nope. I have to do this methodically because otherwise I'm going to drive myself crazy. So this is not hittable. So, no. So we're going to work on all of these in order. Or 2. We can't hit this one. That was it. There we go. What do you mean there's no power? That looks like power to me. The deuce is that? I guess that's... yellow instead of green. Those 2. 3. Do I have to hit another one? No. Two. Nope, that wasn't it. I'm driving myself crazy. Mind you, that's not a long trip. That's really not a long trip. So that's yellow. Which means we have to find the last missing button to give us a little bit more power. No. Okay. So. No. Sorry. Nope. Not my favorite type of puzzle. Gotta say. That was it. There we go. Some gun oil. Training stimulant. Some more iodine. How are we doing on training stimulants? No, I think it's 3 training stimulants required. Although why that one would be, I don't know. The skill system is underwhelming. Crafting so far also pretty underwhelming. Pretty basic. Shotgun ammo. Shotgun ammo. Rifle ammo. Pistol ammo. Wind scale. Protesters at the perimeter. Wind scale was an actual atomic accident in England, and that's the sort of predicate thing here, is either that caused interchange disaster to happen. So wind scale was a real thing. The rest of this is built off of that real thing. Most secret. Derek, I am well aware that the presence of protesters at the outer perimeter helps to convince people that Windscale is a legitimate nuclear facility, but that doesn't solve my problems with the daft buggers trying to get over the fence. I've got a dozen new scientists arriving that need special vetting before next week, and I don't have the time to be dealing with the constant nuisance that these troublemakers represent. Pardon the yawn? I know that the police in Wyndham aren't set up for this kind of thing, but my security team doesn't have the manpower either. Someone in Whitehall needs to come up with an answer PDQ. Pretty damn quick, for those of you who maybe don't speak old-fashioned acronyms. Well, we got in, eventually. Not that there was anything vital there, although we now know that that the nuclear plant was either just set up to feed power to interchange here, or was a convenient cover for interchange. I'm going to go ahead and save. Now we want the oldest ones. No, we want the newest ones. There we go. The least played game time is the ones we want to overwrite. We are in looks like power. Generators. Do not hug the live electrical wires. That's an exit to Slattendale, barred from the other side. Oh, we've got our choice. We're now going to use that. It's funny, we've got two things up at once. We can only use one, and by default it's using this one. It's going to be the gun. Automated gun. Whoops. One sec, Skylar Nova. There we go, we killed off the gun. And now you get my spiel. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Skylar Nova. I appreciate that. We've turned that off. We can now equip our metal detector. And what do we find? I have found 10 metal detector caches. A Molotov cocktail. I like drinking, but I draw the line at drinks that set me on fire. Alright, that's into medical. And that is the biohazard that we have encountered. Sort of. And there's more of it down there by Oberon. Somewhere we are going to find a way of dealing with the infection. What the hell? That is caused by that biohazardous material, whatever it may be. The blue glowy down there. Damn. Oh. That's different. Greenhouse? Things are getting more interesting. The game is getting more interesting. Right, there's more of the infection. That's the C data store, where we just were. That's the A data store.
Reminder for medical personnel. Experimental pneumatic syringes are not toys and can be dangerous if used incorrectly. Do not play with the experimental pneumatic syringes.
Do not play with the experimental pneumatic syringes. Let that be a lesson to you, boys and girls, okay? Just say no to experimental pneumatic syringes. No power to that. We've got a deader. Nothing that I'm already maximally stacked up with. That way into medical. Can we get into A? Data store A. We've got another. It's on the other side. And presumably no power. So we can't get into A from here. Data store A. We are there. Definitely getting more interesting. Was there any way around over here? I didn't think so. We've got some of the biological blue matter seeping through or growing through or something unpleasanting through. Let me drop another save in here on account of again. Is that in the next room? Is that in medical or is there a way over here? Oops. We got a lot of blue glowiness. I don't want to get infected. I'm trying.
Personnel, congratulations on a record period of no reported injuries. Days since last injury report. 1, 7, 4.
1,746 days since the last injury report. That's 5 years. And I'm guessing that's how long this place has been locked up. I can't get into medical. Again, no power. So we've got blue infection there, and obviously in there. Presumably there in medical as well. Now that's green growth. That looks a little bit more natural, although I'm not sure it's natural in this particular location. Deep underground, but it does look like they've got some sort of greenhouse effect or something over the central processor area there. We got birds. All right, this appears to be natural then. We've got a derailed train, and there's Oberon, whatever, or whoever Oberon is. My assumption is, accurate or not, that Oberon is some sort of biological thing, possibly a being, possibly some sort of experiment gone wrong. Yep, we've got a Ministry of Defense. Ooh, atomics, training stimulant, first aid kit, and SMG ammo. Does this open up any more skills for us? No. All right, there's the D data store. We've got access to the C and D. Oops, is that a trap? No, that's rail control. Now that's under the D. Evidently they have this underground rail system that is completely messed up now. There's a lot more to this place than was obvious early on. All right, we can't get into A yet until we have some protection from the infection, which sounds like the sort of thing you might be able to find out of medical. Gonna save again. That's the one. Yeah, it says to medical this way. Nothing there. Seems like medical is my best bet. That way to Slattendale. Sounds like there's something on the other side. Not that I find that nerve-wracking at all or anything. Maybe a little. Medical. Quarantine. Quarantine shutter. Checking that the pistol has got its ammo. Okay, we were just down there. Medical. Is that one of the ghouls? Or the ferals? I think so. Oh, it's an outlaw. It was an outlaw. Outlaws. Don't. Don't step under the live wires. Scrap. Cornish pasty. Got no room for any of it. He's got, what was that? A rusty shotgun. Shotgun ammo and a Molotov. Rusty revolver and pistol ammo. I'll take the pistol ammo. Obviously, I used 3 rounds. I got 3 rounds back. Hey, killing outlaws for free. Sorta. Don't have any food. I do have food. I'm going to go ahead and eat that. And I think he had like, yeah, he had a pasty. So that's medical. This is where I'm going to stop it for the evening. I know it's not fair. It's evil. I'm a nasty little trickster. And yet, here we are. Tomorrow evening, I probably will be playing this. I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. I might be playing something a little different, but I'm definitely coming back to this game. If not tomorrow, on Friday. I'll probably be off on Thursday. Tomorrow night, I will also be enjoying adult leisure beverages to excess. Vodka and root beer. My drink of choice. But I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out tonight. As always, I am very, very appreciative. Back tomorrow. Probably with this, but maybe with something else. Definitely, if not tomorrow, back with this, back on Friday. I hope the rest of your Tuesday evening or Wednesday day goes great. Hopefully you will see me soon. Back tomorrow, usual time. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.